they made this very wise decision to leave the Medinas as traditional Moroccan quarters and areas, and they built their new town outside the city walls. And that's pretty much the case throughout Morocco. Rabat is a little different because we have a lot of the new town built inside the city walls. And that's because, remember, Rabat was an unfinished city. When the French came, there was so much empty space behind the city walls that they said, we're not destroying anything if we build inside the city wall. So yes, let's build a big chunk of the new town inside the city wall. So it is a unique city in that sense, that you have both old and new inside the city walls, as we are about to discover. Buildings on left and right of the boulevard. The Parliament building coming up on the right hand side. How many MPs, how many members of Parliament do we have now? 395 members of Parliament. And now, after the last election, 90 of them are women. So that's almost 25% are women. Now, the king has encouraged more and more women into Parliament, the belief being that women are less corrupt than the men. That is the belief. So there are more women than ever now. Still not 50-50, but that's still a good step in the right direction. The 1920s train station, which they've kept, hallelujah. They're building a modern monstrosity behind it, but never mind, at least they've kept the original. And Rabat, the train track goes under the city, so it was a marvel in the 1920s when they developed this. So we loop back down Mohammed V, and when we get to the Bank of Morocco, that stone building, that's where we're going to stop the coach. I'm going to the restaurant that I know is open. Pretty much everything else is going to be closed because of it being Ramadan. There will be other restaurants, but further out of the city centre. So I'm going to this place. It's built in an old theatre, the reception foyer area of the old theatre. Just for foreign people like myself, if I wanted to go to church, you yourselves, they're not for Moroccans. Now, when independence came in 1956, Mohammed V said, if you recall, you know, you're very welcome to stay, and you can keep your churches and your cathedral, and you can keep your place of worship. But if you proselytize, evangelize, trying to convert Moroccans to Catholicism or Protestantism, then we will kick you out. This is where he lives. I say with Salma because we think they're divorced now, but that's not been made official. Salma, yes, she was always in the newspaper. She represented Morocco overseas at various conferences. She was always with Mohammed VI when visiting dignitaries, heads of states came to Morocco. And yeah, unlike previous wives of a king, certainly King Hassan, they never had a public role. But it is a big crop up there, and much of it goes to Europe, but other parts of the world as well, illegally. I think we are the world's largest producer of cannabis. Now I know that some states in the US have legalized it now, have they not?
Yes.
In the UK, I don't think we've legalized it, have we? No. But obviously some places do. So maybe that could be a big money spinner for the country if all these other countries, especially in the EU, if they do go down the legalization route, take it out of the hands of the mafia types. And a lot of people are blaming the production of watermelons and avocados as part of the problem. So the government has very recently announced that watermelon and avocado production will be limited unless they can prove they are not using drinking water, they're not using mains water for their irrigation. If they have got wells, then they can carry on producing it, or if they if they've got some other source but not diverting away from the drinking water system, they will be stopped from producing these two crops. Yeah, it'll take a hit to the economy, but you know, water is so important. Was a very powerful sultan because of the wealth of the family. He amassed huge armies. Based in Meknes alone, he had 12,000 horses and 12,000 cavaliers. And he had countless others scattered throughout the country, and just by his own hand, not in battles. Incredible. He ruled with fear. You did not dare cross anything that Moulay Ismail said. And so, you know, people didn't revolt whilst he was alive. But
Yeah. So dinner will be at sunset. I guess we smoke if we use coffee every day. The three.
Central fountains for ritual ablutions and Muslims we have to wash. We pray 5 times a day when Marrakesh was established. This place, Meknes, became the capital in 1600. When Moulay Ismail took over Meknes, he destroyed
in 1600, right? Another room used for prayer. You have a nice shot. You stand here, beautiful shot, okay? Can I take a picture? Beautiful plaster covered with diamond-shaped tiles, beautiful tiles, building back.
There is a lot of connections, both by the Greek mountains.
Shall we carry on this way? same engineering, reminding us that the Jewish people in Muslim Spain before the inclusion used to stay in Old Riyadh, in Toledo, Malaga, Cordoba, Granada, Sevilla. By the way, the Jewish area in Meknes, which is called the Mela, M-E-L-L-A-H, all the Jewish areas in Morocco are called Mela. And the word Mela means belief, means faith. The Jewish people are called Ahlul Millah in Arabic, people of the book. So areas in which they stay in Morocco is called Mela. There are please don't shout the steps down. Thank you. So also the carving in white is all plaster. Okay, this is all plaster. Okay, beautiful natural dyes in the plaster also. The green minta, the blue indigo, yellow saffron spice. Red white is all plaster. Okay, this is all plaster. Okay, beautiful natural dyes in the plaster also. The green minta, the blue indigo, yellow saffron spice, red poppies, orange henna, more marble, Corinthian capitals, and Roman pillars taken from both Roman cities and from Marrakesh, which came originally from Carrara, from Italy during the 15th century. This is a section called the Mausoleum, the Mausoleum. What we have seen outside were a part of the mosque where the people used to pray and still pray on Fridays. This is a mausoleum. On my left, if you want to take a look, section called the Mausoleum. Inside there are 4 marble tombs on the ground, just in the middle. If you can you see the 4 marble tombs? Yeah. Please go a bit closer and take a look. Section called the Mausoleum, funeral room where Moulay Ismail was buried. There are 4 marble tombs. The first one on the left side. Okay, start from left to right. To the left, the first one was Moulay Ismail's main wife. Moulay Ismail ruled Morocco from 1672. To the left, the main wife, the first one he married. Once she married a sultan, she became, or her name became Lala Khenata. L-A-L-A. Lala is a title given to nobles, okay, descendants of Prophet Muhammad or royalty. Khenata was wife number 1. Sultan had 500 wives in the harem. A busy guy. 500.
Didn't they all have to agree and say, yes, that's okay?
I don't think so.
No,
Whoever
He was the
saw.
only one who could say yes. Okay. Women in the harem were not all treated the same. The Sultan had 4 main wives, legal marriages allowed by divine as an Orthodox Muslim ruler. The title as-Sultan or as-Sultan in Arabic means absolute power. So Moulay Ismail's main wife to the left, first one. The second one, the Sultan himself, Ismail, was crowned king by 27 and passed when he was 90. And in order to establish better relationship with Europe, Moulay Ismail asked to marry the Sun King's daughter, Princess Marie-Anne de Bourbon. She was an Orthodox Catholic French princess, and she said no. Probably because the king had also 500 wives in the harem. I think so. Instead of the princess, the Sun King apologized to Morocco by sending clocks, okay, called Le Comtoise. Enjoy your time, sir. Okay, they lasted longer than the princess. It was a good deal so far. Beautiful, the mausoleum, if you want to take a picture before we leave. It's called Mela. There are 40 Jewish.
Is that your work then on TV?
Yeah, until like I got halfway through. I worked for the flat TV channel. 6 years. I think maybe we're in a similar situation.
Around 9 o'clock, many people will be gathering here, musicians, dancers,
Mango. I reckon bananas grow here. I reckon bananas grow.
depends on the
Well, all of it is the Medina.
is used to make perfume.
Bitter orange. Orange.
Fresh tomatoes, fresh vegetables, pulled from the land, from the nearby farms, okay? So those people, his lady and her husband, I don't know, so it's really small, Medina, 10th century, end of the 10th century, from 10th century. The wood carved and painted is gorgeous, the very beautiful, so structured, it's all original. Okay, we just closed the entrance to the mosque because they are imperial inside. Okay, the mosque we just started.
Period.
Green tower, it's called the minaret.
I'm sure they taste better than chocolate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was the waste of money.
Has been turned into guest house, a hotel. Okay, a lot of Europeans invest in Riyadh, in Morocco, such as Italians, Americans. Very humble, you know. Okay, so in the other
17th century. Yes. paying homage to the fact that we used to have a Middle Atlas lion population. Now we're going to turn right very shortly and just go up the next slope. It's only a couple of minutes walk. But if you look behind McDonald's, the Golden Arches, you can't get lost in Fez because we're very near McDonald's. Behind though is a big mall, Bourges Fez, with a Carrefour supermarket in there. I suspect the liquor section of the mall is closed because of Ramadan, but if you can try, it was at the far end of the mall, La Cave, the cave it's called.